Hello everyone, welcome to the 17th annual New York City Hog Bikers Against Breast Cancer Run. We are at the Harley Davidson of New York City dealership. My name is Arlene and I will be your host for this wonderful event. Today we are raising money for breast cancer research. Hopefully we'll get a chance to interview many people from many walks of life, women and men who have been somehow afflicted by this horrible disease, and hear their heartfelt stories. From survivors to those who have been recently diagnosed, their family and friends, supporters, and staff running this event. On that note, we may learn a few more about this dreaded disease. We will try to meet everyone and at the same time have fun. There'll be lots going on here, like giveaways, food, and entertainment. So let's start. Hi, we're here actually with these wonderful young ladies. All three of them are actually founders, as well as cancer survivors. We're here with Carol, Anna, and Mary. So, what brings you here? As we already know, This is a Bikers Against Breast Cancer fundraiser. And go ahead, let's hear your story.
My name is Carol Scarano. First of all, I really want to thank everyone for this wonderful event. It's going to mean so much to the cancer patients. And my story is, of the three of us, I was the first one that had breast cancer. And then Mary, and then Anna. And we decided that there was not enough support for people with breast cancer. So we were sitting in my living room one day and we decided to do something about it. So that's where Sherry and Carrie was actually formed, with 4 women. The other woman isn't here right now, but that's actually how it started, with 4 people and a small group of support, and this is how it grew, thanks to our founders, our survivors, Anna and Mary.
Hi, my name is Anna. I was diagnosed in 1993. I'm a 16-year, actually July will be 17-year breast cancer survivor. Of course, I was really young. I had little children, and I knew Mary and Carol from community for years and years. We were very involved women. When I was initially diagnosed, they rallied to my side and they kind of lifted me up when I thought the whole world would just cave in on me. So they were my support. They were the ones, they gave me hope. I looked at them and I said I could survive the treatments and the surgeries that are waiting for me, and maybe I'll be lucky enough with the grace of God to raise my 2 little girls. And I have been very blessed, and I have to say this, and I say this wholeheartedly. Without support, it's very hard to beat breast cancer. Breast cancer is a function where the doctors do their medicine and they take the disease and the tumor away. Hope, positive mind, that is the other component which carries you through the worst of it. So that's what we're all about, and we're closer than sisters because we have lived through actually viewing your own mortality and saying, am I going to survive? And then you have 2 or 3 others who rally around you and say, you will survive, and that's what we're doing. Your fundraiser and support of breast cancer is so critical because more and more people are turning to us during these horrible times. And they're younger and younger, and they need to raise their little girls and little boys just like I did. So that's what we're all about. Just grassroots, good old-fashioned home folks who need your support and appreciate it with all our hearts. Mary. And Mary and I have the same birthday, which is May 29th.
We just had a birthday.
Well, happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
My name is Mary, and I'm one of the founders with the other girls. My breast cancer was 20 years ago. When I found out about it, I had a couple of decisions to make, which I made quickly, and I took care of it, and I happen to be one of the very, very lucky ones. I've never had any problems. I've always been healthy and well, and until I got mixed up with Anna, I was doing pretty good, but she really mixed me up. When she wanted to start this organization, I said to her, it's not going to work. We can't do it. We're too small. Well, 15 years later, thank God we're here. We've done a lot, and we're still doing a lot, and we thank you guys so much for helping us today. You have no idea what this means to us because we really know how to help people. We are helping women who have no insurance, and the doctors and the hospitals in our area in Astoria help us and think so much of us that they give us all their attention. And that's why we're surviving, and that's why we're helping people. And we thank you again.
Thank you.
You've heard them, their heartfelt story. As you know, we need your support. You heard it from all three of them. So your help is very much appreciated.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And here we meet another survivor. Your name?
Connie Arroyo. I'm a 21-year survivor.
And how did you find out that you had breast cancer? If you remember.
I went for a mammography, and it was just at the earliest stage, thank God. And my sister had cancer also, so it was at the earliest stage. So I didn't need, if you catch it early, yes. And every day since then, it's a gift. It's a gift. It's wonderful. Some people live with that fear constantly, but we never know what tomorrow brings. So if you wake up the next day, you say, I'm alive, that is the best thing. The best. Yeah.
It's all about being positive and motivated.
Yes, and we have this support group, the Sharing and Cancer, and I was part of it when they first started, and it is the best group ever. We do drumming. I lead a drumming circle once a month for the survivors, and they love it. They love it. Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, we're here with
Karen Caparelli
and
Bridget Gallarmi.
and they're both here actually also as HOG members, giving their support and helping, with the arrangement of the Bikers Against Breast Cancer fundraiser. So tell us, ladies, how are we doing over here?
You're doing very well, very good. It's about everybody giving back and participating and caring about each other and loving each other. And that's everybody here.
Enjoy volunteering. It's for a great cause. Been doing it for a couple of years now, and hope we continue with this breast cancer run.
I hope we do. So let's, I guess
for
it's
the
good
cure.
being here, exactly. So actually, I'll leave you here.
Back to
continue.
work.
Yes, back to work. And I'll see you
I'd like to say one thing though.
Okay.
With the economy as tough as it is, it's absolutely amazing. The people that have come here and that are donating for this cause and giving when we know how tough it is today to make $1. And I think that's wonderful.
That's true.
I agree. I totally agree. It's wonderful. It's getting to be a good
Now you're
turnout.
giving,
Yes.
giving back and helping.
Some actually donate more than they're supposed to, which is wonderful.
That's what the U.S. is all about.
That's right.
We the people.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right,
Thank you.
Hi, we have two more ladies here who are survivors. Your name?
Janet Sullivan.
Christine. Both are friends and here also to discuss their story on how they were, breast cancer, how they were afflicted by breast cancer, the horrible disease, as you already know, and they are right now in remission, correct?
Yes.
For how many
16
years?
years.
Great.
16 years. 8 years.
Wow.
Yes.
Fantastic. Can you give us a little bit?
Sure, absolutely. I'd be glad to. Because if it can help anybody, I want somebody else. I got diagnosed very early. You must be diagnosed early in order to save your life. That's the way that it is. And I was very lucky. I was very frightened, but I was very lucky. I came to Sharing and Caring, and then Anna had just started the group. And then I got involved in the group, and the support group gives you the courage to go forward. It's very devastating. You feel like you're going to die no matter what anybody says. But when you see other women who are there to reach out and grab you, and this group does that, we're going to pull you right through to the other side. So I was there when Christine came, 8 years later. But I want to tell you, her son, I will never forget the touching, that when she came to the meeting, her son was young then. How old was he?
10 years old.
10 years old. He brings his mother into the support group, and he hands it to me like she's a jewel. And he said, "This is my mother. I'm leaving her with you. What time is this meeting over? And you will take very good care of her." And he came back. Oh, he's such a good boy. He's a man now.
Right now, because of today he working. That's why he want to be coming, but he want to meet the supervisor. That's why he got.
Well, he helps us now, like you do.
Yeah,
So we do.
We do. We gotta be helping each other.
Yeah.
Support is very good for that. And community, very good. Very, very good.
So thank you so
Thank you
much
so
for
much
choosing
for-
this group, because we do the best that we can to give back. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. So here you heard it. We have a few more people we're going to be talking with. So let's go mingle. We are here with one of our staff members from the Hog.
Hi.
And your name?
Lori.
Lori. She's actually selling here t-shirts. How are you doing?
Excellent. Doing very well. And all the proceeds are going to Caring and Sharing, which is a great, terrific group of people that donate so much of their time and efforts to cancer patients. They do a wonderful job. Terrific.
So, so far, do you know how much we're planning to?
Right now, I'm not sure, but we're definitely going to hit our mark.
We are.
Yeah, we are. We had a very good outcome, as you can see. It turned out to be a beautiful day.
Yes.
And we had, forecast was for storms, and it really came out good. Yeah.
But in rain or shine, we'll still be out here.
People that have hearts will come in rain or shine. True. Yeah, it's to help your neighbor, your mother, your sister. It affects everybody, breast cancer. So
What is the mark
these are the
actually
shirts,
that
actually.
we're trying to try Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
All right.
Likewise.
Hi, we're here with one of our supporters, as well as a gentleman who also makes donations. I've just found out he made a donation of $3,000. Your name, sir?
Is Ernest Chirico.
And what brought you here to?
I always do the runs with my friend Richie, and we always go every year. But I never had that cancer in the family, and now that my daughter was diagnosed this year, I'm really more into it. I always did it for no reason, but now I have a bigger reason to do it. But I always wanted to do it because it's a good cause, and I cannot believe how many cancer societies send my daughter letters and to help her. It's really amazing how many people really get into it, and when other people are down and have this terrible disease. And I'm just glad there's a lot of people, a lot of volunteers doing this thing. And
Yes, we all have to stick together to fight this
my daughter has her
disease.
ups and downs. She get her red devil, what they call it. I'm learning all about it now in the port and all that. And now I'm really getting involved with it and trying to do whatever I can to help.
How far along is she?
She's 6 months now. This is her last chemo. Then she goes for radiation. They call it first stage aggressive. They put the port in and all that. And sometimes she has a bad days when she started feeling good, and then she goes back and it starts over again. But we try to boost her up and kid around with her, and then try to make her go through it easy. Because without family to support you, and especially all these other organizations that, like some organizations send her $800 to do whatever she wants. I mean, that's because she has no insurance. But it's really cool with everybody, person like you doing this. It's really great. All I can say is thank everybody who does these things.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're more than
and
welcome.
God bless you.
Thank
and
you.
I hope your daughter feels much better.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take care.
What would you like?
Hi, we're here with
Joe Sessa.
Hi, Joe. I see that you're quite busy here selling T-shirts.
Yes, all the money, 100% goes to breast cancer. Sharing and caring. Absolutely. Yes, we're busy. No matter what we sell, we had some bandanas that were donated to us, which we're selling, so that's everything. That's 100% of the money. T-shirts came in, everything that's going in to breast cancer.
Fantastic.
Yep, everything at all.
All right. Thank you.
Very good, thank you.
We're here with
Marlena Keith.
Marlena. Actually, is in the middle of treatment, and she's going to be discussing on how did you find out actually that you had breast cancer?
I found out, had a lump in my breast, and long story short, I was misdiagnosed for the course of 3 years. It was diagnosed as lymph node, fibrosis, and my latest one was obviously breast cancer. I had a lumpectomy, 2 biopsies, and and I've been through chemotherapy, radiation, and I have a couple more treatments left in the end of August. I'll be done.
Great.
Yeah.
And was it actually, did you find out through self-examination that you had the lump?
Right.
Or was it through the mammography that you found out?
Well, I felt it, and then one doctor wouldn't give me the test that I needed because I had no family history, and I was 25 years old at the time. Now I'm 26. So then I went to another doctor, and they gave me the sonogram that I needed. And
It's
that's how I
important
found out.
actually to always get a second opinion.
Second opinions, yes, and to always self-exam. You're never too early.
Okay. Well, thank you.
And thank you so
very
much. I'm so excited to be here and be a part of this and get in a Harley.
Welcome and have a lot of fun here.
Thank you.
Hi, we're here actually with
Mercedes.
Mercedes. Actually, is another breast cancer survivor. Can you tell us a little bit about,
I'm a 28-year survivor, and I had chemo for a year, and I've made it. So, and I've been a volunteer for Sharing and Caring for over 15 years, and I try to help them as much as I can with everything. I do beat programs at the hospital. We do outreaches. Anything that they need, I'm there for them.
How did you find out actually that you had breast cancer?
Well, I found it myself. I wasn't checking, but I found I had, the tumor. Something was hurting me. So I went to the doctor, and it was big. It was big already. So they went for the
aggressive
the
treatment?
I went for the to the surgeon, and right away I had to be operated. So. And it was. I'm glad I did it. Yes, they caught it. Yeah, I had 27 lymph nodes and 22 were cancerous. So, I'm still here, and I'm, I'm trying to help all the women that I can. When they see me, they like, I'm. What do you call an angel or something?
Yeah, you motivate.
Yeah.
People, yes.
So it's I like doing this because I know people are happy
makes a
to see
difference.
me. Yeah. So.
Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you for being here.
Anytime.
I will see you later, hopefully.
Okay.
And
Yes.
enjoy yourself.
Yes.
Thank you. Hi, we're here actually with one of our HOG members and as well as staff. And we're here with
Bill Purley. I'm the treasurer of the New York City chapter of the Hogs.
Okay, Bill, what do you think of actually this breast cancer run?
Well, we've been doing it for I don't know how many years before I even became a part of the chapter, but this is the third one that I've done. And actually, when I bought my bike in 2005, my first bike, I didn't get on it very much because my wife ended up with breast cancer. So this is sort of very, very important to both my wife and myself. I got active about a year later with the club, and my wife is fully recovered.
That's
which,
great.
We're
Well, actually,
grateful.
you're here on a personal basis.
Of course, yeah. And over the years that we've done this, 3 years for me, I've discovered that a lot of people have a personal story about breast cancer in their family or their wives or their relatives of somebody. Everybody has a story. It really was mind-boggling to discover how much of an epidemic this is.
It's
So,
a very serious epidemic, unfortunately. But we're going to fight it.
We are. We'll continue until we get rid of it. That's important for us guys. We take care of our women's bodies. That's for sure.
Well, actually, it's not only women.
Yeah.
We found out men too
I've
are
heard
being
that,
afflicted
yeah.
with it.
I've heard that. That's scary.
Yeah, very. Well, I'm glad actually that you spoke with us and took a moment to discuss and tell us your story.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Eileen.
Hi, we're here with
Noreen DeLuca.
And Noreen actually has a story here about how her family has been actually afflicted by this horrible disease. Can you tell us a little bit of your story?
Sure. I have two family members that I've affected and are both survivors. My younger sister who is a 5-year survivor, and my mom was recently diagnosed in November. She's 82, and she had a mastectomy and a lumpectomy. She lives in Las Vegas. It was very devastating and very, very scary to hear about a family member getting diagnosed. You always think it's somebody else and not you. Naturally, you care for them, and then there's also a point where now it's my mom and my siblings, so what does that mean for me in terms of my own mortality? It was rather, excuse me,
very emotional, yes.
Very emotional, because you think that it can never happen to you, but thank God with my sister, she had radiation, and my mom had radiation, and I'll never forget the time when the doctor came in and after the surgery, and we talked about alternatives for both my mom and my sister, and the fact of naturally asking the questions of longevity and how long they're going to be, and just the difference from 5 years ago to this past November in terms of research and in terms of optimism for the doctors was amazing. Recently, I had to take the BRCA test because my doctor suggested that I do that because of my family history. And the week in between taking that blood test and then getting the results was unbelievable. And I kept on missing the doctor. And then finally, thank God, they told me that I didn't have the gene and that, I need to just keep up with my mammograms and whatever. And very, very grateful. So today really means a lot to me because of the fact that, for everybody, every woman, every man, everybody, it doesn't matter. It doesn't discriminate. It doesn't discriminate with gender.
It's true.
So, and we're just very, very happy to be here, and we've been volunteering for, I guess, maybe about 15 years we've been volunteering doing this, so, that's it.
Are both family members, are they in remission now?
Yes, they are. They both are.
Fantastic.
Both my mom and my sister are in remission, and we're very, very happy. Yes, thank God is right. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
You're quite welcome. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Well, now we are going to move on and find some other supporters, and we'll talk with our staff as well. Hi, we're here with Kathy.
Hi.
As you can see, she's really busy registering everybody for the
2010 breast cancer ride.
Hoorah. So can you tell us what we're going to be expecting?
Hopefully great weather, even though they're expecting hail and tornadoes. Go figure, New York. Free coffee, a lot of food, a lot of good music, and a lot of money being raised for a very, very important cause. And Sharing and Caring is our sponsor this year, and a very well-deserving cause. They go right to the root of the need, which is to the person's house, to the patient's house, to the family's house, and that's important.
Well, thank you, Kathy. Thank you. Okay. We're here with
Monica Sidorchuk.
and she's also a breast cancer survivor. Monica, can you tell us a little bit more about your experience actually when you found out that you had breast cancer?
Yeah, I'll tell you about it because my experience is probably not that unique. I was 35 years old, which is very, very young, and I was taking a shower and I drew my hand across my breast and I felt something odd, something that was never there before, and it was the size of maybe a golf ball. And I thought, this can't be happening to me. You know, I'm too young. No one in my family has this illness, and I'm sure it's nothing. So the very next day I went to the doctor, and he said, Monica, I'm sure there's nothing wrong with you. You're too young, and there's no history in your family. That was doctor number one. He brings in doctor number two, looks at me, examines me, and says the same thing. You're too young. There's no history in your family. There's nothing wrong with you. But I'm very curious and inquisitive, and I care about my health, and so I went to a third doctor who said, nothing is wrong with you. You're too young, and there's no history in your family. But just to make sure, I'll do a needle biopsy. And in fact, I did have a concern, but they didn't identify it. They went on to the next step, which was the surgery, which is the biopsy surgery. And that is when, I found out I had breast cancer.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was horrible, though, that they just dismissed it only because you were, very young and it's impossible that you would be able to get it.
Yes. Yeah, it was really, misleading, because if I was a different kind of woman, I would have said, okay, the doctor says I'm fine and go about my business, but I'm not, every woman. And so I was curious and did pursue it. But the outcome of that diagnosis was in a year's time. I had 5 surgeries, 36 radiation treatments, and 6 months of chemotherapy where I lost most of my hair. So it's been 20 years, and I'm here.
Fantastic. So right now you're in remission after that aggressive treatment that you've had.
Well, I don't really think of it as remission. I just feel like I was given a second chance at life, and I'm very grateful and very appreciative. And I think of girls who didn't have that opportunity often. I often think about how lucky I am.
Usually, sometimes I think we all have to, listen to our gut feelings about certain things that we feel that is going wrong with our body.
Absolutely, and I think that second opinions are necessary. I think if you have concern and the doctor says you're fine, I think just go a little further with it. Just make another inquiry, because it could be the difference between living and dying.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Harley Davidson of New York, how can I help you? Sure, one moment please.
Hi, Joe.
Hi, how's it going?
Great. Maybe I have a few minutes of your time?
Certainly.
Talk about the breast cancer room?
Sure.
Okay. So what do you think of it so far?
Well, it's been great. I've worked here since 2006, so I've had a chance to experience breast cancer run for my 4th year this year, and it continually gets better and better, and I get to see some of the same great people support this event every single year. And we've had a lot of good luck with our weather, and this year it was a little iffy, but it held out and it turned out to be a great day.
Yeah, they were talking about actually tornadoes. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I kind of dodged it on my way home back to Yonkers. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got a little wet, but it wasn't too bad.
Oh, well, it's holding up pretty well. I think it's going to be a really great event.
I think so.
So, you have anything to speak about in reference to actually breast cancer? Is anyone in your family actually affected by it?
Nobody in my family has been affected by breast cancer, but cancer in general, yes. My mom has recently supported a lot on pancreatic cancer because she had a pretty big scare with her pancreas and had to actually have her pancreas removed. And it was kind of like the lesser of two evils. Reduce the risk of having pancreatic cancer, which most people don't know is the 4th leading cause of cancer.
That's actually true.
But she's now a severe diabetic, produces no insulin. So she not only supports pancreatic cancer and cancer in general, as well as diabetes. So my family is very big into supporting those causes. And, but cancer it's just such a major issue in so many people's lives, whether it be breast cancer, lung cancer, pancreatic cancer in my particular family's case. But yeah, it's amazing the things that they've done over the years to raise awareness and to get women screened, to prevent having cancer in the future, to catch it early enough to where people can bounce back, have surgery, and get it before it's a life-changing or life-threatening issue. Yeah.
That's why it's important to go and get your daily checkup with the doctor. So you can catch anything early.
Yeah.
People don't understand sometimes when you try to dismiss something, you say, "Oh, there's something wrong." You never know.
Right.
So that's the way to actually catch things and nip it in the bud.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you for your time.
You're welcome. Anytime. Thank you.
All right. Bye. Well, you see our member here. She's in action right now. How are you doing here?
Doing good.
And your name?
Lally.
She's also one of our hog volunteers, helping with the Bikers Against Breast Cancer fundraiser.
Great cause,
And
that's for sure.
yes, it is.
40 altogether.
All right.
And then you got to sign here.
All right.
Print and then sign. Go please.
Yo.
Well, we have Frank here, and he's...
I forget who I am. I am the senior service writer and the warranty manager for Harley Davidson of New York City.
Actually, he has a very interesting story about how this breast cancer event started. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
1992, I believe, the original owner's daughter died of breast cancer, and they started this run in memory of her. And I was at that ride way back then, and I've been riding since 1969. So I've gone on many events such as this.
Wow, so you're actually a veteran.
Yeah, riding 41 years.
Oh, what do you think about actually the event that's going on today?
Well, it's a wonderful thing. You know, it's a good cause. It raises good money for the ladies and helps as much as we can. And it's amazing that's been going on for 18 years now.
Wow.
And hopefully we've been able to contribute to the greater cause.
Oh, thank you so much,
Very
actually,
welcome.
for sharing that story. Well, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Hi, we're here with?
Carlos Verone. I'm the photographer and one of the officers of the New York City Harley Owners Group chapter.
Great. And how long have you actually been doing this for breast cancer?
I've been with the chapter for about 10 years, and I think all of those 10 years I've been part of the process of the event Bikers Against Breast Cancer. It's a special event for me. I like being a part of it and supporting in any way I can. I think this year's event was different before because every other year I've been running it, or I say riding in it, but I had the unique privilege and honor to drive a car, and I took those survivors in the car and traveled the route. So that was one special thing, and giving two of the survivors an opportunity to be on a motorcycle for the first time.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So it was a unique experience, especially when they had never been on it. And after what all they went through, the smiles on their faces and what they felt, and especially this one survivor, I think she was in her late 70s, never been on a motorcycle.
Oh, okay.
She said, I'm gonna do this, and I'm loving this. And so you know what? I got paid that day in big dividend.
That's great. Do you actually have like a personal attachment apart from just doing this for your own personal?
A couple of things there. Yeah, my sister-in-law also is a survivor from breast cancer. She is she's already into her 7th year.
Oh, that's fantastic.
She's clear. My just friends that I've known who have passed away, and I was just it's something that means a lot to me. So any way I can support it, promote it, make awareness, or just put a smile on somebody's face who, after they went through that, it's a good feeling.
Yeah, it's all worth it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your time.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, we have here your name,
I'm Al Panzella, Little Al Panzella.
and he's got something really wonderful to say about the event. It's been already a month, and go ahead, Al. It's your
Well,
turn.
Anna Krill from Sharing and Caring, the founder and director there, has been calling me every few days since the run. It's been like almost actually a little bit over a month now, and the checks just keep rolling in from existing HOG members, people that came to the event, people that heard about the event too late and were unable to come, and they found out about the charity, and they've been sending checks. She's getting checks daily. The total now is up to $21,800 something plus dollars that they've raised. We've helped them raise so far. It's about 20% of their operating budget. They thought this year they were going to have to cut back by about 15% of the amount of people they were going to be able to help. And because of the great fundraising efforts that the HOG members here put together and the whole biker community here in New York City, not only are they not going to have to come back, but they actually figure they can increase the number of women that they can help with breast cancer by about 10% this year so far, just from the money that's come in, and it just keeps coming.
That's fantastic. You see, the fundraiser actually really matters.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it made a huge
difference.
difference in not only for the charity, their finances, but obviously for the community of women suffering from breast cancer in New York City.
That's absolutely fantastic. Well, I would thank you
Thank
for
you.
this moment, and have a good day. Well, we made it to the end of the 2010 Bikers Against Breast Cancer event. We met and interviewed many people today, had lots of fun, and seen, with the help of staff and supporters, this event ran smoothly. You can't ask for better support than this, guys. Thank you for all the supporters who came from near and far. Thank you to Harley Davidson of New York City, and extra thanks to New York City HOG and staff that made this look so easy. Remember to check yourself every month and have your annual checkup by your doctor. I'm Arlene, and take care of those boobies, girls.